You know how sometimes you're scrolling online and a headline just stops you in your tracks? It's so perfectly terrifying you just have to click. Well, what if the real story, the actual truth, wasn't in the article but in the conversation happening right underneath it? Today, we're diving headfirst into a viral Reddit post to see how the collective wisdom of a comments section can take a scary headline and turn it into a fascinating lesson. And here it is. This is the post that kicked everything off. I mean, just read that. It has all the ingredients for pure uncut internet fear, doesn't it? A specific, real place, a crazy high mortality rate, and the unbelievable kicker that you can just go there. It's the kind of headline that makes your heart pick up its pace a little bit.
Okay, so with a headline that shocking, where do you even start? Well, for a lot of us, it's the comments section, right? You gotta see what people are saying. And in this case, the Reddit community got to work immediately, and the top voted comment cut right through the noise.
Boom, right away, a user named Title Knight gives us the too long didn't read version. We get a name for the virus, Marburg, and a way you get it, touching cave walls that have bat droppings on them. Just that one comment adds so much crucial context. This isn't some invisible airborne plague. It's got a specific source and a clear way it infects people. So what exactly is the Smartberg virus? The original comment called it an Ebola variant, which is close, but not quite right. And this is where the community really starts to shine, refining that initial piece of info and getting more precise. So other users jumped in and clarified that while they aren't the same thing, Marburg and Ebola are basically cousins. They're both in the same deadly family called Filoviridae. Think of it like that. Both of them cause these severe hemorrhagic fevers, which are, they're exactly as terrifying as they sound. The comments also zeroed in on the source, the natural home for this virus. Turns out it lives in fruit bats. So the danger isn't from just breathing the air in the cave. It's from direct contact with stuff left behind by the bats. And that's a huge deal, because it means the virus tends to stay put, right where the bats are. Okay, now for the part of the headline that really got everyone's attention. That number. Is Marburg really an 88% death sentence? This is where the fact-checkers of the comment section truly earned their stripes. 88%. I mean, it's a number that's designed to have an impact, right? It's so specific, it's shockingly high, and it immediately makes you think this is one of the deadliest things on the entire planet. But as we all know, a single number, well, it rarely tells the whole story. And this is where the community just completely broke it down. People started pulling up the official fact sheet from the World Health Organization, and it turns out the average fatality rate for Marburg is actually around 50%. So where did that 88% number come from? It's from the single worst recorded outbreak in history. So while it's technically a real number, using it in the headline is, it's incredibly misleading. And you can just feel the frustration in the thread. This user, Zarivor, pretty much speaks for everyone when they say they're pissed at the sensationalism. It's a great reminder that this stuff isn't just about being wrong. It's about how it makes people feel and how it breaks down trust. This comment just hits the nail on the head. A big, scary mortality rate doesn't actually tell you how much of a risk something is. Another user made this brilliant point about rabies. Rabies is almost 100% fatal, right? But we don't panic about it every day because it's really, really hard to get. The real danger isn't just how deadly a virus is, it's how likely you are to actually catch it in the first place. Okay, so all of this is building up to the biggest question of all. If a virus this nasty exists in a place people can visit, why isn't it a huge global threat? And the answer that bubbled up from the comments is, well, it's actually pretty fascinating. This comment from NotBearHound got thousands of upvotes, and for a good reason. It perfectly captures this weird paradox of super deadly viruses. A lot of the time, they burn themselves out. A virus that kills its host really quickly doesn't have a lot of time to spread to a new one. In a strange way, being so deadly is what keeps it contained. And the commenters illustrated this perfectly by comparing Marburg to COVID-19. It makes so much sense when you see it laid out like this. Marburg spreads through bodily fluids, while COVID is airborne. With Marburg, symptoms show up fast. With COVID, you could be walking around for days feeling fine, but still be contagious. And that right there, that is the difference between a localized outbreak and a global pandemic. Of course, it wouldn't be a terrifying internet thread without some classic gallows humor. Just as everyone was explaining why a global outbreak was unlikely, user Just Electric Boogie had to chime in with this gem. And there was one last really fascinating theme that kept popping up. For a whole lot of people in the comments, this story felt oddly familiar.
Not because they were all experts in viruses, but because a lot of them had all read the exact same book.
It was amazing. User after user, Perea 003, White Boy Willis, Faintly Nebulous, they all had the same thought. Hey, this is the virus from the hot zone. It just goes to show you how one single book, a piece of pop culture, can totally shape how we all think and feel about something scientific for decades.
So, when you step back and look at it, what started as this simple, scary headline turned into this incredible public lesson in virology, risk, and media literacy. A bunch of strangers on the internet worked together to add context, correct the facts, and share what they knew. It proved that sometimes the most valuable part of a story isn't the article itself, but the conversation that happens around it.
And that really leaves us with a big question for our modern world, doesn't it? When we're just constantly bombarded with these sensational headlines, how do we find the actual truth in all that noise? Well, this Reddit thread suggests one really powerful tool: curiosity. Instead of just reacting to the fear in the headline, maybe the best thing we can do is to just keep scrolling.